Hey, what's going on, Berserkers? Today I'm going to break down the entire moveset of Maluca in the First Berserker Khazan, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to beat him easily. Now, full transparency, I did beat him with a Spirit of Advocacy, but of course, you can beat him without one. Now, if I remember correctly, this is exactly what my Spirit of Advocacy stats look like when I took on Maluca. When it comes to a good place to farm out Lacrima of Circulation, personally, I like going to Fra Village and then going to the Cabin on the Cliff Blade Nexus. You're going to run into tons of the Spirit of Adversity spawns, but this place is one of the best for me. So you walk down from here, go ahead and hook this right, hook this other right into this cave. You got some wolves right here, past those guys. You can see there's two spawns right here. Once you walk out this way, typically there'll be 1 to 2 spawns here. And then if you walk all the way back to the beginning, passing the bear, go all the way over here, go right this way, and then you will see that there's another 2 right here as well. You will typically get 1 to 3 Lacrima of Circulation per Spirit of Adversity fight. You do that a couple of times and you should have enough farmed up, and then from there you can level up whichever stats you want as much as you want. And now with all that said, let's get right to the fight.
Great General Khazan, hero of the Empire, or the man who killed him.
In phase 1, he has a bunch of these jumping wide slashes that take a little bit longer than half a second to hit you. If you have very quick combo moves that you're building, you can slightly stagger him pretty often. After that double stab, you see him go into a jump kick on my summon. And now this is exactly what I'm talking about with the very quick combos, especially if you have a summon. In phase 1, you can basically juggle Maluca. Once you get his health bar down by about 25%, he'll go into phase 2. And now my first and second attempt with this boss were vastly different, so I'm going to show you a bit of both so you know what to expect in phase 2. Right into phase 2, he'll do this jump slam after 1 second, which will then turn into this explosive AoE after 1.5 seconds. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can counter dodge or counter attack this move as you see the purple slash, but if you don't do it in time like you see I didn't, then you will get the Zoro versus Mr. 1 treatment. Periodically, he'll do this 3-piece spinning slash combo where he'll teleport towards you and then do that slashing AoE after 1 second. You can brink guard these though. Now, after all of these attacks, my chaos meter has gone all the way up, and because of that, you can see that my health bar has decreased substantially. Hitting combos on Maluca will slightly decrease this, but the best way to get rid of it is by using the chaos nullifying potions. Now that I've showed you this first attempt, let's move on to the second attempt and officially pack up Maluca. Back into the jump slam after 1 second, that'll turn into the explosion AoE after 1.5 seconds. Unfortunately, I got done did like Mr. 1 once again, but again, if I'm not mistaken, you can counter attack or counter dodge that move as you see the purple slash. Know that if you are using a summon for this fight, Maluca will teleport between you and the summon very quickly at completely random times. When you see him hit this crouching stance, he's going to go into a 3-piece combo. 2 of those will be a wide spinning slash and the other will be a ground slam. Guarding attacks with that purple glow will result in your chaos meter going up, and that was the #1 issue I had in my first attempt, so I would recommend dodging those. In small intervals, Maluca will just kind of stand there and stare at you menacingly, so that is when you want to go for a couple combos. This next move is his version of a grab, but it's actually a stab. When he shouts and then jumps in the air, you want to dodge to the right, otherwise you'll get kebabbed like I did and basically lose half your HP. After glowing white, he'll jump backwards and do this horizontal chaos upheaval, so be sure to keep some distance. Right after this, he'll go into a 9-piece slashing combo. The first 7 attacks will take 1/3 of a second, the 8th attack will take 1 second, and the 9th attack will take a half a second. Now at this time, he just stands there and stares menacingly at my summon, so if you don't have a summon, he probably won't do it as long, but I took this moment to just get as much free damage with combos as possible. Especially in moments like this, you really want to conserve your stamina because he's not going to stand around forever, and sometimes right after moments like this, he will go into big combos like the 3-piece wide slash into the ground slam. I would highly advise not spam guarding, because if he is able to guard break you, then he will run at you and do a variation of the grab stab. But if your stamina comes back just in time, then you will be able to brink guard it. Right after this, he goes back into the real grab stab. So remember, after he shouts and jumps in the air, you have to dodge to the right if you are going to counter dodge it. Otherwise, you will get kebabbed. This next combo might seem intimidating, and it actually is the move that got me in my first attempt, but all you have to do is count 1 second and brink guard 8 different times. Now, this next 3-piece combo definitely has quite a wind-up. He's going to jump in the air and do a ground slam. The first one will take 2.5 seconds, the second one will take 2 seconds, and the third one will take 1.5 seconds. We're in the final stretch. Maluca is almost down. Next up is a 2-piece jumping spin slash that will turn into a ground slam. Now, for me, I typically throw javelins when the boss's health is pretty low, but a lot of these bosses get super aggressive right around this time, so you do got to be careful with this. Now, in both of the attempts I did, Maluca only did this one time, as his health basically was a pixel. He runs at me, kicks me in the chest, and then does a true counter attack or counter dodge move. If you're planning on dodging this attack, you want to dodge it just under 2 seconds after the red P symbol appears on Khazan. Your time is incredibly valuable, so thank you very much for spending any of it watching in or listening to me explain how to beat Maluca in the First Berserker Khazan. And before you go, I have a Bible verse for you. It comes from the book of John, chapter 6, verse 51, and it says, I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever, and the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. Jesus Christ's life here on this earth was the ticket for you to get into heaven and be with God forever. And that is the case for every single person. Not everyone will choose God, but everyone can. If you want to accept Jesus today, just pray, Jesus, I believe that you are the Son of God. I believe that you died on the cross to pay for my sin. I believe that you rose from the dead 3 days later. I want you to come into my heart, Lord Jesus, and I want to do life with you. The prayer isn't magic. You have to really mean it, but if you did, I promise you that all of heaven is rejoicing. God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next one, Berserkers.